Back for game 2 with Party Hour. This hand has a bunch of power, but is pretty slow and doesn't really do all that much. So we're going to ship it back and draw into essentially the same hand, but somehow with even a higher curve. At least we do have this Annihilate to deal with our opponent's sparring partner curve, which leads me to believe that he's either on some kind of aggressive Rakano deck or Raven Knight's Stone Scar weapons list. So I'm going to lead with the Primal Sigil to levitate away, which we're going to hold on to just in case he happens to be Rakano and plays a Crown Watch Paladin, because we'd much rather use it to pop that Aegis. Here we're going to hold on to the Annihilate in case he plays a weapon on sparring partner and we need to remove it. We're less concerned about the single Warcry trigger and much more concerned about getting the best value for our Annihilate. Second Outlaw and a Ronin. So it doesn't look like he has a particularly weapon-heavy hand. Vera's Favor, of course, being a very fortuitous draw there. But we are under some pressure if he can suit up this sparring partner. Just all of the Rakano Outlaws. I really want to play Scouting Party. So I'm actually going to skip holding up Death Strike to push onwards for a blue source. Second Witching Hour would be fun, but I think we really want this blue source to get the Scouting Party out of our hand there. Oh, here's the Shogun Scepter. And a Diplomatic Seal, so he's totally out of gas. So I want to play the Scouting Party anyways. If he draws Feather or Plate, I just die. But in the other situations, it's better for me because it gets me closer to playing Witching Hour, my best card. Okay. We're going to play this and hope that whatever he draws, it isn't Plate. Or Feather. This stalls the board, gives me some blockers, and brings this down much closer to castable range. The alternative play of Death Strike plus Seek Power just didn't seem super good, since I would still take 6 damage this turn. I'm choosing to take 4 because I want to keep some blockers around. I need 6 to cast this, so we're going to Seek Power for Shadow Sigil. I think we just need to leave these back as blockers, unfortunately. Okay. So we're going to let him commit and hold up Death Strike. And he commits to attacking. Once we play Witching Hour next turn, we won't need these Yetis too much, so I'm just going to keep myself out of torch range and see what he develops. Nothing. That's very good for us. Witching Hour is going to stabilize the board. This should clear his guy. Yes, and then we have the lifelink to get us out of here, deadly in case something bad happens. And a whole bunch of blockers. Do I think that he has a torch? No, I don't think he does, because I think he would have killed the Pale Rider. So I'm going to triple block this. Probably just lose my Lifesteal Pale Rider. And the other two should be enough to take it down. No, I lost my Deadly. Okay, I actually prefer that. And then there's a 7, 12, 7, 10 sparring partner heading my way. Okay, well, let's see what Push Onward can find. Another Witching Hour. Well, I'm not going to say no to that. Now I've got a Deadly unit on the ground. I'm going to hold back a Pale Rider. My opponent would need Feather plus Vanquish. Yes, Feather plus Vanquish does it exactly. So, but can't beat us through 2 blockers. So do I want to play around that 2-card sequence? I need to get in some damage so that my next champion turn wins me the game. Haven't calculated how much though. I'm going to go for the attack. That is not a sequence that will kill me. So let's see, he can block champion and a random 4/4 and he'll take 5, 10, 20. Yes, I think that's lethal. So, stabilized with a couple Witching Hours and champion to finish the game. Plus we got to showcase Scouting Party. Even when it's just a blocker, it lets you gum up the board for a long time. So I was pretty happy with that. The most dangerous thing there was the triple block. That I made. Torch, I would have traded 2 units for his torch, and that would have been quite bad. But I think that just jumping, I trade 1 for 0 anyways, so I'm getting the same card disadvantage trade, and I think it's better to go for the higher value play when you know you're going to be down a card anyways, in the bad scenarios. So I think that was the right decision. I'm pretty happy how it turned out. Looking forward to game 3.